Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to another unboxing video. I love these videos. They're exciting for me because I don't really know the deck, and it's exciting for you because you get to see firsthand what this new deck looks like and get some insight into what I'm thinking of this deck. I love getting into these new decks. Not only is the decks that have been shipped out very minimal, but this one, it comes from Canada, and there was only one deck I ordered from Canada. As much as I love my country, I can't find as many decks as I do worldwide. Many of mine come from overseas or the US. So I was really excited to find a deck that resonated with me and that was created just up the road from me. When I say just up the road, it's a couple of hours, but literally it is still relatively in the same area. So this is the Northern Animal Tarot, which is created by the Wilder Hearts Studio, which is also located in Edmonton, Alberta. So as I'm in Alberta, it is just up the road. I couldn't wait to get this deck. It looks fantastic. I was gonna unpackage this. As you can see, it's really well packaged. It's really well taped, but I didn't want to miss out. The detail here is fantastic. And of course, truly made in Canada. I'm gonna have to take this off screen and use a knife to try and get in here because I don't want to damage the deck, but I do want to get into the box. So, it's a deck that I've been watching on social media, on Instagram and stuff like that, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. And of course, I'm gonna have to wait and struggle with the box because, well, apparently that's how it's gonna roll today. All right, I think we might, maybe, nope. Okay, I'm just gonna rip the whole box because I'm too excited. This was my fear when I saw the pretty box because it is so taped. All right, so we have a side view with lots more cardboard. All right. Woo! We've got curly cues everywhere. Ah, okay. So, welcome to your handcrafted anthropomorphic, I hope I said that right, Northern Animal Tarot deck. So excited. And there's still even more attention to detail. It's been stamped. It's a stamp with paint. Has beautiful texture to it. All right, let's get into this and all the fun cardboardy bits. I enjoy it when I know my decks are well secured because sometimes the postage, it can be a little rough, especially coming over from seas and different places. And I've had some, ooh, fire. I've had some really unfortunate accidents with my tarot decks that have been bent, or the deck didn't make the voyage well, and it really makes me sad. So beautiful, again, stamped bag, linen bag. Thank you for all your support. I love attention to detail. This was a Kickstarter. I don't remember if it was on Kickstarter or if it was an Indiegogo, but it was one of the crowdfunding sites that is available. So, nice green tissue going with the wilderness theme here. It's really wrapped incredibly well. All right. Okay, I found it. I found the deck. So there's a cute little guidebook. More and more people aren't going in depth with their guidebook. Very basic information. I know that I'm not the only teacher who suggests throwing away little books like that because, well, cards aren't able to be interpreted in one small paragraph. Tarot is an intuitive art So you use the pictures to trigger information. And I enjoy the fact we have a little book. I love the artwork. I'll keep it for the artwork because it is beautiful. A couple pretty stickers. And then this beautiful deck. The box is really a nice texture to it again. Feel is important. It's amazing how we can interpret and work with a deck, not only through sight, but smell, feel. It's really kind of a multi-sense thing. There was a little sticker sealing this, and again, I didn't want to wreck this box as I tore apart the packaging box. So beautiful little box. And more packaging. Sometimes you just really have to work for the deck. You have to really put in the power to get into this. All right. So, such a fantastic feel. We have a bit of a shine. It's got a linen kind of feel to it. And the beautiful stamp-like artwork. I love it. I also enjoy the fact that it's hard to tell which way's up and down. There are subtleties, but for the most part, it could go either way. All right. Oh, and we have could be a bonus card. Not too sure. Let's look at this. Let's get into this. All right. So we have kind of a title card, if you will, a introductory card. Time to Adventure with Northern Tarot. I love it. I love the little fox. I love the kind of wood stamp feel this artwork has and the rich colors. The Fool. Again, we have that rich palette. Little mouse there. His little dog, if you will, is a ladybug. Beautiful. Compared to the Magician, again, we have that rich palette, and we still have that connection to the original deck with Pamela Coleman Smith. Fantastic. The High Priestess, such a gorgeous animal. For those who don't know, that's a lynx. They do occur in the north here. I've never personally seen one walk down the street. I have, however, seen a bear. We have a lot of wildlife up here. It's kind of crazy. So the Empress, I love the bear. My guess is that we've got 12 stars there. I haven't counted, but that would be my guess, as that's what the original card had. The Emperor, we have that ox type feel, and then we also have, almost looks like a black parrot of sorts. I'm gonna have to connect in and just check into what animals I'm looking at. This may not be an ox, but it is an ox type feel with the horns and the muzzle. I love the deck. Again, we still have that linen feel throughout the deck. It's fantastic. The Hierophant, a goat. I love it. Absolutely adore that. Another version of the Hierophant. In some decks, and I appreciate this, you do have that choice. You have multiple versions of a single card. It's up to you whether you have that double Hierophant or double card, or if you choose just to have the one. It's fantastic this way. Personal choice. The illustrator and creator was drawn to do the double, and because of that, it's a bonus for us. The Lovers, of course, little sea otters. I love how the sun is reflecting in the water. The Chariot, oh, so cute. The Jackalope, so cute. And those who don't know what a jackalope is, it's a mythical creature found in North American folklore that has, well, of course, the base of a hare and then the horns of an antelope. It's fantastic. Then we go on to Strength. Such a beautiful card. We have instead of a lion, because lions aren't found in North America, we have that beautiful gray wolf with the beautiful hair again. The hermit, oh my god, so cute. It's a little dark. Hopefully it picks up well on camera. The Wheel of Fortune. I love it. Justice. Can't get past that polar bear. The Hanged Beast. Hanged Bat. Also known as the Hanged Man. What an interesting interpretation of death. I love the fact that we have that growth, that development, even though we are looking at kind of a sadder card. It's one that many of us struggle with. Temperance, so fantastic. Ha, the Devil, the Horned Beast, fantastic. The Tower, or the Tree, I guess. It's called the Tower, but instead of, obviously there's not a lot of towers up in North America. We have a few in the cities, but you do have that tall tree. The Star, the Moon, the Sun. These are fantastic. I love the interpretations. Judgment, and the World. So fantastic. And I like how she brought in the world that has the mouse. And there it is again. In tarot, in the original deck, these are the two that were in movement, in motion. Even the Chariot in the original deck doesn't show motion, yet these two do. They're linked. And in this deck, they too are linked with the same animal. Such a fantastic connection. On to the Wands. The Ace. The 2. The 3. 4. So the Wands were having that fox feel come in. 5. And again, she did the same thing Pamela Coleman Smith did. In the 5 of Wands, each individual had different colored shirts. She's done the same here. Oh, and the reason she did that was to depict different cultures and different rankings of individuals. So we have the 6. I like its victory. We've got a lot of growth with the purple flowers, a lot of beauty, and of course confetti with the celebration. The 7, keeping the different shoes, and in the original card, he had one foot that was a little bit higher. So that little bit of difference and a little bit of connection, it's nice to see. The 8. Now usually the 8 shows 8 wands being kind of propelled down from the heavens. Not usually one that you see a lot of kind of, not necessarily impalement or ensnarement in. It's usually that insight, that movement, that manifestation. It's an interesting take on that 8. The 9. Of course, that overburdened 10. I love the page. That free-spirited, childlike, fun energy. That playful energy. Lots of ribbons, lots of color. It's fantastic. His older brother, the Knight. Oh, and that beautiful Queen. And then, of course, we end off on the King. So fantastic. Now we're, of course, into the cups. The Ace, the 2, This one isn't sticking into the same, I guess, species, because we had a little bird here. I'm not a bird person, so I'm not too sure what bird that is. We have some more jackalopes, some rams on the 3, back to the jackalope on the 4. Not too sure what he is. Could be a rabbit. He's got the long ears of a rabbit. Deer on the 5, the 6, 7. I like that 8. Or sorry, that's the 8. Did I miss 7? Oh, there's 7 there. Then the 8. Then the 9. 10. The page. I'm so glad the fish is still there. One of my favorite pages, just because of that fish. It's just so iconic. Older brother. The knight. The queen. She too has that beautiful crown of stars and a very ornate and beautiful cup. In the original card, that was the only cup that was really ornate. The Holy Grail, of course, was very beautiful, but this had the double handle. It's a bit of a different card. It's created by that queen with her intuitive creativity, and that shines through here. And then we have the king. It's kind of hard to see, but there's water behind. Lots of blue, which is very common in the cups. The swords. This is the one suit we struggle with the most. So the ace, the 2, the 3, 4, and we're going with the birds or crows here. 5, the 6, the 7, 8. It's an interesting take on the 9. We still have the zodiac hidden in the bedding. I love it. The 9 and the very harsh 10. We have the page. Of course, the same stance, although in this card you can see the point of the sword. In the original card, his sword was too high up. Then we get into the knight. It looks like it's a blue jay. Not sure why the knight of swords is a blue jay, but that's all good. The queen. That's okay. The king is apparently an owl. Not sure why we have 2 different animals there. I'm kind of enjoying it. It's fun when there's kind of a pattern, then you're kind of thrown a curveball. It keeps you on your toes and it keeps you interested. Ace of Pentacles. Ah, the iconic beaver. The 12 or the 2, the 3, the 4. Love the little squirrel there. The 5. And depending on where you are in Canada, that can actually be a scene in July. We get snow all year. It, of course, comes and goes, but it can snow in any month. The 6, the 7, 8, 9, beautiful 10. Hardworking page, the pentacle, the Knight of Pentacles, that beautiful queen. We have stars here connecting her in to that Empress energy. As the Queen of Pentacles, is the everyday personification of that beautiful empress. And Midas touch himself here with the king. We have a couple spreads here that she's bringing in, which is really nice to see, something fun and different. And just some bonus cards. The owl, the hare, the snake. That's so cute. These are all depicting, and I didn't notice that originally. So we have spring, summer, fall, winter, the moon, and its full state, half, crescent, and new. Some little monstery cards, which I'm sure if I read the book, which I will before I use the deck, I'll be able to use these cards more efficiently. These look like fears or worries. We've got the boogeyman, that scary tree, the troll under the bridge, the ghost, and that shooting star we saw originally. I love it when decks do make me think, because when I started backing this program, I probably did read that there were going to be all these great bonus cards, or they were unlocked during the campaign, and I can't remember what they mean. So I'm going to go back, read up on it, and enjoy that lore a bit more. Then I can bring it in my readings and choose if these cards are going to be bonus cards. Do we use them as, kind of that oracle sense? Again, that's a personal preference. We've got the base cards, and we can use those in that traditional tarot reading. How we work with the other cards, these bonus cards or the second Hierophant, it really is a personal choice. Overall, I like the weight of the card. It has the flexibility you need to shuffle it well, and it's not like crazy big. A lot of times you get some cards that are really hard and you wouldn't be able to shuffle them, but you have that ability to shuffle sort of in any manner that you feel comfortable, knowing that you've got that stability in the card. I can't wait to get this deck going, find out a little bit more about here. Just as an FYI, if you have these cards, make sure that you don't take them out in your reading. It can be a little disjointing if you've got a how's my heart spread, right? But overall, I can't wait to get into this deck. Like always, of course, I'll have a link below to this deck, so should it speak to you, you can go check it out for yourselves. So one of the reasons I do this, not only do I love new decks, I like to share it so you guys get a glimpse at what this deck looks like, how it interacts, that size, and that texture. I hope that you did find this video fun and a little bit helpful into a new deck, whether it be one that you see on my channel or one that you decide to take home for yourself. I love doing these unboxing videos. It helps me to not only expand my collection, but give you guys some feedback on my thoughts as well. I have a few more decks coming in, hopefully later this year, depending on COVID and all the restrictions and the delays. You guys know the drill. But I do have some more decks coming in. So hopefully these other decks do come in a timely fashion so that we can get into them and enjoy them together. I can't wait to get into this deck and to some of my other ones that I have coming forward. You'll see them on my channel and get to know them a little bit more as I use them as well. Thank you again so much for joining me today, and like always, until tomorrow, my friends.